Imagine a universe where Davros has yet to be confined to his wheelchair and has a relatively normal face, where the Doctor influences Dalek design and a long-standing villain could end up with a name like
Lekad. No.
This is my reaction to the Children in Need Doctor Who scene that we saw on the evening of the 17th. It does contain spoilers, so you have been warned, but it's only a 5-minute video if you want to go and watch that first. Welcome to Beyond the Sofa. The 14th Doctor is here, which is the title of this sketch on YouTube, and it kind of turns Doctor Who on its head. Instead of big battles and weird aliens, we've got a smaller, more intimate moment in Doctor Who's history. We meet Davros, who's usually in heavy makeup looking like a villain, just walking around like a normal guy, in a black uniform that's very reminiscent of the runners-up in World War II, which of course is quite apt for Doctor Who and the Daleks. And then we see the moment where the Daleks get their classic plunger. It's funny. The Doctor being responsible for one of the strangest designs in sci-fi history just kind of feels right. Okay, let's get into what actually happens in this sketch. Davros is all excited about his Mark III travel machine, saying how it's going to be the thing that makes their race super powerful. But they can't decide on a name. There's a lovely moment, actually, where one of the names suggested is Clade, who are mentioned as being a potential threat to Gallifrey in The Infinite Doctors. Davros steps out of the room, and then out of nowhere, the 14th Doctor pops in, accidentally breaking part of the machine in the process. Whilst he's there, he names it and fixes it by substituting the plunger for the big weapony thing that he broke off. And of course, embarrassed by even being there, he basically tells the shocked Mr. Castavillian not to tell anybody that he was there in the first place.
Never here.
It's a lovely little comic sketch, and it just cements one thing in my mind. Russell T Davies really just gets Doctor Who. The relationship between Castavillian and Davros reminded me of Despicable Me. And there are some lovely references throughout that fans will notice, but non-fans are not going to get too confused by.
Wait a minute. Do you mean this is the genesis of the Daleks?
After the last few years on the series, we should be able to see how difficult that can be to accomplish. Julian Bleach is excellent as Davros and a great example of how Doctor Who can mix the serious with the silly. And let's face it, that's one of the things that keeps us coming back for more. Ironically, this minisode actually accomplishes what the 4th Doctor set out to do in Genesis of the Daleks, by making them a lot less dangerous than they were before. This is far from the best minisode out there. I think that probably has to go to The Night of the Doctor. But it was glorious fun, and it's got me really excited to see what happens when the show comes back next Saturday night. What did you think? What did you think of the 14th Doctor? Did it surprise you? Did it make you laugh? Maybe made you see Doctor Who in a new light? I don't know. Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let's chat about it. And remember, in the world of Doctor Who, anything is possible. And there's always a new adventure waiting beyond the sofa.